What if I told you the most impressive AI model right now isn't from Google, OpenAI, or some Silicon Valley giant? It's from Chinese startup you might not even hear of. It's not just competing with them, it's beating them in a critical benchmarks, and it's doing it all out in the open. This is Moonshot AI, Kimi K2, and it changes everything we thought we knew about the AI race. Now, previous videos, we decoded the AI land race. We have seen how giants fight for the platform dominance and how no players find niches. Kimi K2 is the ultimate example of the strategy. While everyone was focused on making multi-modal models that see and hear, Moonshot AI just brings something brilliant. They double down on what actually makes money right now. They build the ultimate coding agent, reasoning, and get stuff done AI. A model that isn't just smart, but is designed to actually complete tasks in real world. So how did they do? Let's decode the specs. Kimi K2 is a monstrous 1 trillion parameter model. Thanks to its clever mix of experts design, only 32 billion parameters are active at any time. This is genius. It gives you brain power of a giant model with the efficiency and speed of a much smaller model. But the real magic is in the size, it's the training. They used a custom method that allowed them to train on a staggering 15.5 trillion tokens without any problems. No crashes, no errors. This is engineering feat that even biggest labs struggle with. This also has one goal, agentic intelligence. This is the buzzword you are going to hear everywhere. It does not mean the AI can talk. It means it can act. It can use tools, execute code, browse the web, and complete multi-step projects on its own. Kimi K2 was trained on a massive dataset that simulated thousands of these real-world tasks, making it a born problem solver. The results on SWE-bench, which tests a model's ability to solve real-world GitHub issues. Kimi K2 scores a 65.8% success rate. That put in perspective, that beats 24.1's 54.6% and is breathing down the neck of Cloud Sonnet 4. We are talking about the non-thinking models here, keep that in mind. Enough theory, let's see how this performs in real world. We are going to ask it a 3 tough questions.
Truth? Unplug. They know. Decode.
The limits of coding and reasoning. The beautiful butterfly. First, a complex front-end challenge. You ask it to generate beautiful responsive animation of a butterfly flying across the screen with a colored scales gently dropping off as it moves. It had to include interactive controls and being a single self-contained file. The result? Well, it works. It gave us a complete runnable HTML file with the controls we asked for, but honestly, the animation is just okay. It's functional, not fantastic. I tested with the same prompt. Other models like 2.5 Pro and DeepSeek R1, and honestly, DeepSeek's output was a bit more polished. Not a home run, but a solid base hit for a single shot, non-thinking model. The cinematics solar system. Next, we went nuclear. We asked for a cinematic solar system simulation in a HTML file using 3JS. We demanded 2 modes, realistic and sci-fi NASA textures, and blah blah blah. And it joked, this is a difficult task. The code it output is actually well structured and commented, which is impressive, but it failed to actually run. The model's output was also pretty slow overall, but I am sure it will work with more prompts. The next is the big picture question. Finally, my favorite test. No code, just reasoning. We ask it why is every big company pushing AI? What's really happening under the hood and what are the real intentions in this AI race? This is where K2 genuinely impressed me, enabled its researcher mode, and did not just spit out the generic paragraph. It went and searched for information, connected the dots between economics, geopolitics, and technology like a human analyst would do. They built a massive structured report and even offered me to turn into a presentation for me, which is incredibly useful for me and for everyone. It understands the need to think about what a CEO like Sam Altman's big picture might be. It wasn't scared of the question like Gemini can be, and it wasn't too raw or limited in scope like DeepSeek can sometimes be. It delivered a nuanced big picture understanding that I'd rate a solid 8 out of 10. For this kind of deep research and synthesis, K2 is a powerhouse. So why would a company give away a model this powerful for free? We have decoded this before. It's the same open source playbook. Don't compete on branding, compete on being everywhere. By being open, Kimi K2 gets billion to thousands of developer tools, research projects and startups. They are not trying to with the chatbot popularity contest. They are trying to become the invincible engine. Inside every AI-powered tool, they are building the best hammer, so everyone who needs to drive a nail comes to them. Kimi K2 proves something vital. The future of AI isn't necessarily going to won by the biggest company. It will be won by the smartest strategists, by those who find a specific advantage like flawless coding and push it so hard they become essential. The giants can keep making models that are jack of all trades. Moonshot AI made a master of one shade that matters most right now. And in doing so, they didn't just release a new AI, they issued a challenge. Let's see what DeepSeek R2 brings to the table. If you are enjoying this deep dive into your strategies behind your headlines, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. We are here to decode the next move before it happens. Now I want to hear from you in the comments. What's more important in AI model? Being good at everything or being the absolute best at one thing that matters?